Hey y'all, this is Sweetz. Welcome to my channel. Thank y'all for clicking this video, and let's get into Sweetz angst while driving and help and resources, just the things that I experienced. And I hope my story and my story, I hope that your time here will be beneficial. So thank you for clicking this video. Let's get into it. Hey my juicy fruits. Hey y'all, welcome to subscribers and returning subscribers. I'm so glad that you are here. I hope that everybody's having a great start to the day. It's October 23rd, 2024. Today is my 4,369 days of exercise, straight of exercise, and I'm just on my step for stepping. Hopefully that this video will do better than yesterday's video, because I put the video out of living with, and so I didn't even check the video. I just wanted to get it up. So this morning while I was watching the video, I saw that it was damaged. So I'm not gonna go back over whatever was said. Hopefully you were able to hear it or just pick back up and get something out of it. Sorry about that, and I know sometimes that's how things go, and that right there can cause a lot of angst, but I'm not gonna be bothered with that. So from the feedback that I got, I see that there's more that I can say from the feedback that I got. So thank you all that commented in the videos. And I do want to do this video without having to edit much. Hopefully not edit at all. So let's see. Some of the responses I got are, others are dealing with things, and I see that my video has sparked other people to talk about it. So that's always good, awareness, and just putting the word out there. So not putting the word out there, but putting it out there so others know that you are not alone. So currently my situation is not as bad as it once was, and it is due to my Christianity, my faith, praying outlet. To God be the glory, as well as medication. God provides us doctors and nurses and counselors and therapists to help us with these things. Can we be healed of them? Yes, but sometimes our healing comes in the form of medicine and therapy. You just have to take you just have to take your medicine to get better. You know what I'm saying? To even get to the next level. So for me, taking medicine keeps me. It helps, because I did try to stop taking medicine once, because I'm like, oh, I'm good. But after a while, life still be going on. So those things that you don't know how to work through, I don't know. Medicine just helps. So medicine may be a part of some people's lives forever. You just never know. You just do what you have to do. This is just what life is. Okay, so in one case, someone was speaking about, getting help and the cost of help. And so in my case, if there wasn't no affordable help, I wouldn't have any either. And so I say affordable, I mean free. So the places that are free, a lot of times, let me speak on my experience. You don't want to go there. I know people, I'm blessed to know people that have mental health patients, to the extreme mental health. So they are already in contact with the facilities. So although I know the facilities where they were and how to go to them, did I see myself want to go to a place like that? When you see the kind of people that's there, and I'm saying from my experience, I'm not trying to talk about nothing about nobody, but it's just like our mind, I guess I can compare it to like the people that's homeless and under the bridge, and sometimes they go to shelters, but now a person find themselves needing a shelter, but you don't want to go there because the kind of people that you see that, oh, I'm homeless, but I'm not that kind of homeless, So this is just me making an example of what people can think about going to get help at the free mental health clinics. So that's how I see that, and I can see how that's how other people will see it. But when you need help, you need help. So it's like the places that we have here are called Metro Care, and so it's one particular one that's in my neighborhood of where I work. Now, would I want to go to this place that I work? Basically, a block from, and people could see me there, what Sweetz doing in here. But when your bag get up against the wall and you get some kind of way, you need help. So here I am sitting right up in this place, 1 block away from a place that I work, where anybody I know could see me going in, see my car, see me here and all that. So what? So I'm just telling you, so what? You got to break yourself. And when you're going through something, you want help, baby. You will. So for me, it's just getting to that level, like I need help. So this was the first place, that I went to. When I say, if you watch the first video, I say I went there, and whatever. The process of getting in the clinic was, whatever you tell them your working situation. If you don't work or whatever your situation is, or light work, then there's agencies that already set up to pay for that pay for your care, whatever it is you need. You just, you have to just follow the guidelines they want you to follow. Come back for your appointments and take your medicine, and then they're going to take your blood work to see that you're taking your medicine. Just things like that. And you get, you can stay in the program, and then they get you counselors or whatever you need. You just tell them what you need, whether you need a social worker to help you with other resources, getting food stamps or whatever those things you need. Now, some of those things may not be as easy to get, those other resources, but the help you need, in my case, it was bam, 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 just like that. I had medicine that day, to start working on getting me better, and then they try to fit you with a counselor or whatever it is you need. Going after, after that, they try to fit you with what you need after you're assessed and all of those things. You're assessed before you get you're assessed before you even get medicine, So general anxiety disorder called GAD, G-A-D, or obsessive OCD, obsessive compulsion disorder. I don't know if that's what it is, And I'm not no doctor, and I'm not going to try to say nothing. I'm just saying OCD, depression, generalized anxiety, all of these things, and then they have higher levels, bipolar, and all of these things. Now, I don't know everything about everything. I'm just talking about my experience. So back to that. You see how the video can go on and on. The time can be going, but I'm not always able to stick to what I'm trying to say. But this is just how I talk. This is just my way of talking to y'all, letting y'all know it's okay. If you're dealing with this. And so I hope that by me being on a stepper and talking about this is not, too irritating, but hopefully I know it's better than how that video looked yesterday, all destroyed. At least I'm right here and you can see me. Hopefully it's a better quality of video. And I'm getting off topic again, so where was I at? Getting help. And I want to go to the place where you think I don't want to be seen here. So anyway, so I went to that place, and whatever medicine they gave me, as I told y'all in the previous video, that was not for me. And I don't even remember what the name of the medicine was, but that night, shortly after, maybe about an hour, I'll say about an hour, I was hallucinating. And at that time, me and my best friend were roommating, so I let her know what I was going through and whatever. So like when you start feeling like something, sometimes you just eating something helps you, I guess. I don't know. Eating something helps you absorb it. That's what we think or whatever. Like, let me get something in my system to do something. So she hurried up and made me something to eat right quick, if I'm remembering correctly. She was like, I'm finna make you something to eat. And I was like, I'm finna go in there with you, because I came in her room. And so then she was going to the kitchen. I'm like, I'm finna come in there because I didn't want to be alone. Even though she was in the house, I didn't want to be by myself at all. So after that, those few hours passed where I guess I was all right, because I was asleep, because that's what the medicine do. So, and those are some of the side effects from the medicines, depending on what you're going through, what level of medicine you need. And so even having hallucinations for somebody still might be better than what they're going through. But for me, my situation of what I'm dealing with driving, I don't need to have hallucinations. I can just let me keep doing what I'm doing. Let me keep driving like I've been driving, a prayer in an inch and whatever I got to do, or getting a ride, because I don't want to be a zombie all day. That wasn't gonna work, because like I maneuver better without this. So that one time I took it, I knew that, oh no, this ain't for me, and so I'm not gonna get help. If this is what help look like, oh no, I'm better without help. Not knowing, it's different. It's different dosages in different milligrams. I don't know, it's different strengths of medicine that you can take, maybe I didn't need that high dose or whatever that was, but for whatever reason, that's what happens sometimes. Just with doctors, period. With doctors, everybody's always trying to figure out what you need. You know what I'm saying? You need Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. And thank you, Lord, for knowing that wasn't for me. So fast forward 1,000 years later, I get all the way some kind of way in 2020. Still, mind you, all these years since 2008, 2009, I'm still dealing with the situation with driving. But I'm maintaining. I'm just, maintaining. We finding ways to do it. At that time, it's like you don't know. So I'm still driving some streets I don't like to drive on, and I found out that I don't like to drive on closed-in streets. So I'm telling somebody my story because there may be somebody dealing with it the way that I am. So streets that don't have like a turning lane or an outlet or a shopping center or somewhere where I can pull over at, them streets not for me. So I learned that recently, like 5 years ago, 8 years, 7 years ago, but still all this time while I'm driving down streets and not knowing, even though I'm taking back streets, take some more back streets of the back streets, you know what I'm saying? But my mind didn't think that far. It's like, shoot, how am I gonna do this? So I just kept on pressing through what I'm going through, with heart palpitations, panic attacks, and all these little things, but still driving and going through nervousness and all these things, y'all. I can't make it up, y'all. I can't make it up. If you out there, you watching, and you know what I'm talking about, please let me know in the comments, so that other people will know that this is real. So I'm just talking about where it affects me mostly in my driving and social situations. So, and then they categorize all it together like anxiety and depression, because really in these clinics you have to, in order to get help, in order to get therapy like help or counseling, they have to consider you depressed. General anxiety is not enough. So I learned that when I first tried to see a counselor, and I had a lady counselor a long time ago. I had a lady counselor when I first was going through this stuff. I think she came through the same Metro Care clinic, and just me and her talking, it's like with my Christianity and my belief and all my things, it's like when I was talking to her assessment of me, they wouldn't allow me to continue the counseling because you just have general anxiety, not depression. But I think all this kind of, like I say, falls up under the umbrella. If something don't be taken care of, it can lead to this, lead to that, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just talking about my situation and my perspective from being here in it and going through different things that you go through while you're going through it with trying to get help. And so anyway, after 3 sessions of that, whatever situation or whatever resource or that I had that was paying for that, I couldn't go no more because it was like, you just have general anxiety. You don't have, ain't nothing else we can do for you, which is fine. Because when I was there, it was like, when I'm talking to the counselor, they know I'm Christian, I'm in churches, so the way I'm speaking, whatever I'm talking about, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I feel like whatever they was trying to offer me, it's like, you this place, you really can't give me what I need. You're not helping me. They didn't give me the tools that I need because they didn't see me long enough to even see what they could see. I know that sounds confusing, but anyway, I felt like I was past that. Whatever that was for those 3 days, those 3 days, 3 sessions, which was once a week for 3 weeks or once every 2 weeks or something like that. It was like, it didn't satisfy me because I'm like, my Christian learning, my Bible reading, my the stuff I learned up under the ministry that I'm under, this surpasses what I'm doing right here. This is not helping me. I didn't see that it was helping me, and apparently they figured they couldn't help me because I wasn't, whatever. So after that was over. I was like, well, I can't get the help because they up under my assessment, they not saying I'm not depressed. But after that, when I tried to get help, when I started to get help this time, apparently after all these years now, it's depression, you know, it's this and depression, and I'm able to get some help. Once they did my assessment years later, you know what I'm saying, at this new place and going through C19, yes, we all some type of way this year. Anybody that's living is some type of way. If you have family or people that's dealing with, you know, C19, or that was, you know, that left you, you know, because as an effect, as a result of C19, you know, so everybody's dealing with something this year. So if you've already dealing with a little something, then this is heightened, you know, on top of everything, relationships, life, bills, careers, this, you know, that, whatever. So help was even more readily available. So I got back in the clinic again, because now I need another kind of help for real, you know what I'm saying? And so anyway, I get back in the clinic. Thank God for the resources of the places that's Metro Care. So if you're here in Dallas, Texas, I don't know if it's a Texas thing or it's just Dallas Metro Care, there are facilities around. I think maybe I know there's two, the one close to my job and then the one that I go to that's not so close, but still considered Oak Cliff. And so that's the one that I'm a part of. That's the one that I'm in. And so like every 3 months, you just go back for an assessment. They see how your medication is working, and you can do, they have social workers that help you with other resources if you need, you know, help you, lead you to other resources, because they don't provide any help or anything like that, I guess, unless your situation is, you know, dire and you need to go on Social Security, like you can't work because your situation is debilitating in that way, you can't work. So they help you with resources, all those kind of things. If you need to get food stamps, they lead you those places. If you need housing and all those things. So currently none of those things, I qualify for none of those things. So I'm getting the help that I actually need, which is being able to have a counselor if I want one, which I'm not taking counseling right now, but I think everybody needs a counselor at least some point in your life. Or if you are able to have counseling and talk to once a month, that's great also. But currently I'm not under any therapy or counseling type of anything. I just take my medicine, pray, exercise, you know, take other supplements that help with brain functions and things like that, which, you know, B vitamins and stuff like that. So I do stuff, but I don't do anything regular other than exercise. You know, I take vitamins, but not all vitamins I take all the time. So I just do things, and we know prayer. Stay centered, stay up under some word and things like that. It's an everyday journey, y'all. So I just want to come on here. This is my fan, y'all. So we're gonna let this stay down there so that I can keep right here talking. You see, that's a blooper. That's how things happen. Just jumped off. Why would that thing just jump off like that? And it's clipped on to the cabinet. Clip on with a thick clip. This video, they don't want me to put this video out. They don't want me to talk about this kind of stuff. Who is they? I don't know. But so depending on the feedback we get today, we'll know what more I'll talk about. So basically, I just want to say there is help in your county, your state. You know, there should be some type of county help that you can get. Your area has some type of help. I imagine every state and county has some type of help, because everybody needs help in these areas, and this is a more common situation than it has been. Or not that it's more common, but it's more talked about. It's more okay to get help. So if you reach out to somebody, or even just call one of the places, if you know of a place and you don't want to go yet, I'm sure you could call them and they could direct you. Even if it's a hard time getting in touch with them, you know, by them answering the phone, just keep calling, leave a message or whatever. Maybe they, you know, sooner or later somebody will call you back, because nobody wants nobody to go. Now you need a hotline because you feel like you want to, you know, get out of here, all the way out of here. So there is help when you call these places. Somebody should, I hope to God, will get back with you and let you know what to do. Come on to the place and make you an appointment or whatever the case is. So I hope that helps. And I think that's it. I'm grateful that God has allowed me to be able to talk about this, and I'm thankful for the feedback that y'all, you know, have given me in response to the first video. And I'm sorry about how that first video came out. I didn't even know it was looking like that. I didn't even play back the video. So hopefully I will with this one to make sure everything's okay. My filming and my videos again have not been looking like I want them to look. I don't know what's going on with the settings in my phone or what's going on, but we're still gonna make content and hope that it gets better. In Jesus' name, fix this video so it's watchable, easily watchable. Okay, I don't think I had anything else that was on my mind to say other than, I don't know if y'all got to hear my story about, okay, so here's a story. Like from the first time that I actually felt something, knew something was wrong, I would say this was December, 2008, December 5th, or somewhere like the first month of December. And all the time when it's something, it's along this time. So it's like I'll be trying to figure out like what's going on around this time, because when you go to counseling, they try to figure out what's going on around this time with the holidays. And why would the holiday, why would always be something in November or something? And we're not putting that on there because now November's a year to celebrate. Every year, November is my celebration of my workout anniversary. So we just find creative ways to think about great things. So I don't know why. It may be something in my subconscious that's happened around this time of year or something, as far as I know, there's nothing that happened. And people like to say, because I've been in car accidents, none, detrimental like that, what I'm saying? But, just little stuff like that you can suppress that. And so that's what makes me vulnerable in the car. So who knows? And in November, one year in November, like maybe 2002, maybe, I think, we were in an accident. Me and my friends coming from a club, and we had a flip over car accident where the car landed on the side. It was such a blessing. The other cars were around. We had just exited off the freeway, and I had to reach up, push the door up, car on the side, push the door up to get out. You know what I'm saying? So we all had to get out imagine that. I don't even want to think about that. But that's how we had to get out the car. And I never got therapy for that. Then shortly after, a week or two after that, I was on the freeway driving, and like bumper to bumper traffic, and the 18-wheeler bumped me, so it kind of did something to the back of my car, but it wasn't like it was bumper to bumper traffic. And the driver said he didn't see me. He didn't see me because the truck, and at that time I was in my Mitsubishi Eclipse, so he didn't see me. But it's like all these things, I don't know, all these little things may have something to do with it. And if you're watching now, you be like, yeah, that's what's it, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But again, I feel like there's something tied to my bloodline from way back that also has something to do with anxiety and driving. So that's just me learning about my family dynamics and things like this. So anyway, I was saying, forward to the story. Now the time is getting on up there, y'all. So for me sharing my stories, it's just to let you all know that I'm not talking about something I heard, because people will take stories and they make it their own, for pity or sympathy or whatever. And I don't want no parts of it. I wish this wasn't my story, but it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no parts of taking nothing from nobody to talk about nothing. I don't know. Because who wants this? Don't nobody want this. Don't nobody want this. So this is my story, and I tell you my experiences so that you know that this is what I went through. And so the first time I noticed something in a big way was I think, like I said, the first week of December 2008. I was on the freeway coming from work at night, and so I was just driving the freeway as I normally would, not that far to get home. That's when I was me and my best friend were roommating, and on the freeway maybe 8-10 minutes from getting home totally without the freeway and getting home. I noticed my foot started shaking on the pedal or whatever. It's like, what is this? What's going on? It's like I can't get off. I can't get off the freeway. I can't. For one thing, how you want. I feel like I want to pull over. I'm like, if I pull over to the shoulder, this is my mind thinking fast. If I pull over to the shoulder, I'm never gonna be able to get back started to get back in the freeway to, pick up the speed to get on to go out. So it's like I had to go on and suffer through this. That's what I felt like in a moment. But I still was knowing that this right here was going to be basically pretty much my last time driving on the freeway. Pretty much. So somehow I get on up to my exit, and then I'm driving on home, and I'm feeling away like, what was that? Still not even understanding what just happened. And that specific night I was going out or whatever, went on out, whatever, told one of my friends I was going out with, like, this is what happened. But who know how to respond to that? I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. So the next day, or maybe the next day or so, of course I don't drive on the freeway to work or whatever I have to do. I just go on. And so later that next week, I get on the freeway not thinking nothing, but then I get on the freeway and I feel away again. So I got to get off. I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? What's this? You know what I'm saying? So I still don't really know what it is. I'm like, what done happened? You start thinking about what happened, what's going on with me. So anyway, we're going to leave that right there. And if you have any more questions about it, because some things I can remember, some things I don't. But as I'm opening up, talking about my story, maybe I will start to, stuff will come back to my mind and help me to, clarify the journey of the stories of what I'm talking about. And it's uncomfortable, thinking back about this stuff. It's uncomfortable, but at the same time, I'm grateful that I'm not there. I'm not where I was. And all this was like, I'm 53 now, so all this started when I was in my 30s, my late 30s. So this is what I've been going. This is my journey. This is the journey I've been on, but still pressing through. So if y'all have any questions or whatever feedback I get, that's how I'll know which direction the next video should go, as far as my journey with living with angst, and just how I'm processing through it. And it's an everyday, all day journey. It's an everyday, all day journey for me, of thinking which way I'm gonna go, which drive I'm gonna take, which place has. Sometimes I can go. It's never the easiest route for me to get where I'm going, because I always have to map it out so that I know where places are that I can take a break if I need to pull over, if I need to get off the road for a minute, you know what I'm saying, or where can I pull up. And in some cases, like the actual clinic that I go to when I do drive there, which is once every 3 months, and I make myself drive. It's a whole situation just getting there. And then right now when I get like 2 minutes from the place, it's a road that it's the only road that I can get there. It has nowhere that I can pull over. It's like, you got to do this. So it's like, imagine that. It's like, you got to do that. So at least once every 3 months, I have to do that. But at the same time, I still push myself. It's like places that are closer to me to get to, I don't even go to them because of the streets that lead to them. Even though they're closer to me, I go out the way. So imagine the gas and the time that I'm using to do this. But on the bright side, I'm driving. So that's how I look at it, because I wasn't driving. So whatever I got to do, and God's going to provide me the gas money to do it, while I'm doing it, because I'm doing it. He's going to provide the gas money and the way to pay for the car, because I am driving the car. And this is my story, and I hope that my story will help, especially, if you're, I don't want to say especially, but if you're going through it, the way in which I go through it, the driving and the social thing. Okay, one more thing before I go. Like, I belong to a very large church, so I was going to another church. I mean, our other church was big, but it wasn't as big as this one. So when we opened this church in 2009, I was like, oh my God, being in this big church, like this, that was something. So I had to overcome that, but being in such a place that we love on each other and the fellowship is so I overcame that, you know what I'm saying, somewhat, you know what I'm saying, I just find creative ways to do it. And then once you get in the house of the Lord, you do, you know, you just in there. And as far as the parking, that was something, but you do what you got to do. And like now, how I was talking about C19, you know, now the churches aren't full. They not full like that no more. So for me, of course, I want other fellow believers to be in the house, but I love that it's not. I love that it's not busy. You know what I'm saying? I love that it's not busy. Well, okay, y'all. We have walked and stepped for 30 minutes now, so I'm definitely gonna be out for here, and I hope that my walking and stepping did not, you know, distract you so much. So I'm gonna try and hurry and get this video up. So if there are questions in the comments, maybe I can answer some of those before I start the day. Okay, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the care and concern. Again, I don't want any sympathy or pity. You know, this just my story, and I hope that it's blessing someone. And y'all can just let me know if I helped. And again, the feedback will tell me, you know, what more I need to talk about in this situation. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.